Welcome back to Catching Up with Katie. It's kind of survival mode around here, so I look disgusting. Don't pay attention to the looks. Just listen to what we're talking about, which is probably a whole bunch of nothing. But we are going to do a catch-up. I don't think we've even done a catch-up in the last few episodes, and that's what the name is. It says it is. So, I don't know. What's happened this week, Abigail? I can't even think. I was sick. I was throwing up.
Yep.
Chiropractor game.
See Nate going.
No, Nate, he got out of here so fast.
So fast.
So we were filming last Friday, and I started having like a stomach virus and started throwing up. But like the first time, I just kind of walked out to the side and like
Started puking,
and then came back. I was like, let's go. And then I did it again after the chiropractor left, and Nate was just gone. He was like, well, you good? Okay.
We did get a little bit on video though.
You did. Everyone thought it was you. Everyone thought it was you.
They thought it was me.
I know. I'm like, you were the one like thumbs upping. And then
I haven't even watched it. You actually put that in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Oh,
I
I
was
need to
shocked
watch
that he
it.
put it in there. Just me on the outside of the shop, just hurling up my
You're like-
guts. But yeah, I guess there's not that much to catch up. It's just been a little middle time in between trips because we've been just kind of gone.
Yeah.
And we're about to leave again for Illinois. I tried to get Abigail to come hunting with me.
Lies.
I said, okay.
I said I would go. You said, there's not going to be anything for you to do.
Last week. No. Before Matt was going, I said, do you want to go to Illinois? And this was when I was going last weekend before it all worked out because I would have been sick.
Yeah.
But I was
that
like,
was pretty last minute.
do you want to go
though.
hunting? And you were like,
That
I
was
think
like
I'd rather just house sit.
That was like the day before you were leaving. I wasn't prepared. And this time, me and Nate are going together. So.
We're going hunting like Thursday through Saturday. Me and Matt are going, and then y'all are meeting us up there Saturday night. We're going to have a good time, hang out, go do our business all day Sunday, come back. And then the next day, we literally roll out and go to Knoxville to go see Seven.
Yep.
Are you going to be okay?
And then
And
that's
then
on
2
Monday,
days-
and then on Thursday we leave to go to Oklahoma.
Yeah. Are you
So.
going to? I can hang. Nate can hang.
I can hang.
I can hang in the daytime.
Abigail does not do well with less than 11 hours of sleep per night.
No, but the time change has really been good to me though, because now I can go to bed at 8, where that used to be 9, and then I wake up at like 6:30.
Yeah.
So I get a good, what is that, like 10 and a half?
You really do that.
I do.
I
And I
haven't gotten
sleep
that much sleep.
soundly all through the night.
Wow.
How much sleep are you getting these days?
4,
He has a newborn at home.
give
by
or
the way.
take.
So they did. I will give an update from the last Catching Up with Katie. I got a burrito photo. Sad burrito.
Very sad burrito.
Pitiful.
Such
burrito.
a pitiful burrito. And then Matt, you both sent me crying baby pictures in the same day because he sent me one where they dressed her up like a mandrake and she was just screaming.
Hilarious.
Which is funny because like
Yeah. It was hilarious.
But
I'm shocked you're getting 4.
Well, there's not a whole lot I can do a lot of the times.
Oh yeah.
and
She's on
you're
the
no
tit.
caffeine. That's crazy.
Are you still?
I am still no caffeine.
How's it going?
Just high on life.
I'm glad you are.
I'm just cruising.
There is, I guess like when it comes time for like me to birth a child, I will be off caffeine or at least like on very low amount of caffeine because it's not good for you. But it's gonna be rough
That lack of sleep for me is gonna be detrimental.
when I have a kid or when you.
both.
It's
I'm gonna be
detrimental.
like, hey Abigail, you just gotta move in.
This is why I can't live on the property. Because I would get a 2 a.m. phone call, be like, she won't stop crying.
No, I fully think for my sanity and so that I can keep being functional. And I understand that this is definitely like a privileged thing, but I want to get a
I'd do
night
it.
nurse a couple times a week.
Yeah. If I was
What
in a
is
position
that?
to do it, I would do it.
A night nurse. You can get someone to come out and like help you, which I would like to. I mean, this is TMI. I would like to breastfeed and stuff, but like even when you're breastfeeding, if you plan on like pumping and then like doing bottles or whatever, they still help you throughout the night, so you can still get a little more sleep. But I don't know. I say that, but then I also know that how protective I am of like animals, and I can't imagine how protective I'll be of my child, of like a stranger or like a whatever being in my house. So I don't know. I might say that and then refuse, but
Well, speaking of children,
mm-hmm.
we put up a last minute little question poll thing, and people want to know, are you pregnant?
No.
When will you be pregnant?
I feel like this is the sound. Do you wear wigs? Like, you know, that one from Lord. Anyway, okay.
I don't, but
Never mind.
I don't either.
Reference, you get it?
Mm-mm.
Nope. Okay, just kidding. Well, cut that out, Nick. There's no way he's cutting it out. So no, I'm not pregnant. Not trying to get pregnant at the moment. So like, here's the thing, and I feel like I kind of want to talk about it one time, just so that there's like a reference for people, because people are nosy. People want to know. So I do have PCOS. I've known since I was like 22, but I've had issues with it for longer than that. TMI, if you're a dude, you might not want to watch this. I have like super irregular cycles. I'll go months without a period. Super bad, horrible periods when I do have them. Really, like lots of issues with weight. What? Excuse me?
I don't know what that is.
My period?
PCOS.
No, yes.
Polycystic ovarian syndrome.
Now I know.
So I've got like cysts on my ovaries.
Okay.
Yeah. And my grandma Michael had it. We suspect my mom probably has it. Like, I think it's probably something, like both my grandma and my mom, like all had issues getting pregnant.
It's a lot more common now.
Yeah. I think it's just diagnosed.
A lot of people have it, yeah.
You know. So I've always had like weight issues with it. There's lots of different side effects from it that people have. And so for me, it's definitely been an issue for me since I was probably, 22, 23. It really didn't affect me as heavily before then. And so that sometimes does cause infertility. So it's a big fear of mine. I don't have any like confirmation that I'm infertile or will have issues, because we tried for like a few months at the beginning of the year, and then we're like, okay, actually I think God did us a favor and we didn't get pregnant for a reason, and we're just going to quit trying for a little bit, because we just got real busy. And I was like, why did we start trying at the most stressful part of my year when I'm not sleeping and it's foaling season and I'm stressed out the yin yang, So we just decided to hold off a little bit longer. The first little bit was just because we had, just gotten married and we didn't really want to have a baby at first. But I'm 28. And so, probably in the next year or two, we'll get serious about it. And if we have issues, we'll have to do something about it. But yeah, no babies. I don't have babies. I'm not pregnant. Like, I literally checked. I was very suspicious this last weekend with me being like so nauseous. And I was like, but I'm not. I think that was just a little stupid 24-hour bug.
Yeah. I'm glad I didn't get it.
Me too. You never get sick when I get sick, and that's shocking. But also, we don't really touch either.
We never touch.
We half hugged at the Congress, kind of, for that picture.
Oh yeah.
What do you think will bring a hug between us?
I don't know. We both cried in front of each other and haven't hugged. So I don't.
I did rub your back while you were crying at the toilet.
You did. You did. I gave you a little pat, like when we were at the vet the first day with Seven, and you were crying. I did do a little back pat, but I didn't go any further than that. I think it won't be like a sad time. I think it'll be like a happy hug. I don't think it'll be like oh, you're sad, I need to comfort you hug.
Yeah.
Because we've done that.
Yeah. Like me and Rebecca, I'm not joking, the only time we've hugged is like when her dad passed, or like when my Nana passed. Like, that's the only, we don't hug. Or she hugged me at my wedding.
Yeah.
She did do that.
I do remember at the Halloween party the other night, I saw Danny hug you a few times, and I just kept being like,
I hug her. It's a
Yeah.
weird thing.
It's certain people. Like,
yeah. Me and Danny hug every time I see each other.
Yeah.
We see each other. There's people that I hug every time I see them. It's weird. Me and Nate haven't hugged.
No.
They've barely had a photo together.
We haven't had a photo together.
Well,
No.
Or is it a group photo?
I took a photo of y'all walking from behind, but it wasn't like a stage photo.
No, that
so I
doesn't
guess it
count.
doesn't count. But
Doesn't count.
We're kind of just keeping it going. We're like, how long can we just not have a photo together?
But that's so. You need a picture. Why do you not want a picture
You should
together?
just start sneakily taking them.
It's just been so long. Why quit now? We didn't intend to start a streak.
Me and Matt had a photo together pretty quickly because we were hunting together, and so like we just randomly got one because we both got deer, and then we both got turkeys.
Why would you not want one together though?
I'm not opposed to it.
Okay, I thought
It was
oh
you
my
that
God,
wanted
it was
to keep
literally
it going.
you that was like, oh, we gotta keep it going.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to us having a picture together. I'm just more for keeping the streak alive. It's not that I don't want to take a picture with you. We've just gone so long.
He doesn't want to have a picture with you because he doesn't want to have to post anything on your birthday. I only had one this past year.
It was me and you in Code Red.
Yeah.
it was so random.
I only had that one. This year or next year I'll have more, but Nate will have none.
Or
So.
like, I have so she was having to go through my pictures on my computer to send some stuff over email, and she was like, "Why do you have so many photos of me
That I didn't know existed.
They're not creeper photos. Like, I'm like, oh, you look cute with Moo, and I'll just like be like mom and take her a picture, and I just have so many. I just forget to send them to her, so I just have so many pictures of Abigail. On
I
my
was just
phone.
like going through like, huh, okay, and then I saw more, and I saw more.
You always are like
Like
posing
I want
for them.
these, yeah. Like there was some of me in front of the VS Code Red Coliseum at Congress when I was like wearing my cute little fit.
Mm-hmm.
Like I need that, but I'll go through them again and find some. There was also a lot of Nate on bow that I didn't know existed. Like we knew that one that was edited, but there were more.
Right. I'm a horse guy.
Yeah, he's a horse guy.
That's just how they're going to be.
He
Okay,
has
okay.
a cowboy hat.
He does have cowboy hats. You both have cowboy hats.
I'm a horse girl.
Matt needs. So, I think for Matt's birthday. I mean, do you think he's gonna want a cowboy hat? I mean, we're going to the place to get it.
I think
Like,
he would wear it at shows. I don't think he would ever wear it any other time. But do you even think he would wear it at shows? Because, like, that's the only reason I got mine.
But also, like, are we gonna look like dweebs if my whole crew is non-horse people wearing cowboy hats?
Okay, but they don't know that.
Yes, they do.
How do they
Not
know?
everyone
I
there
just-
knows
I
that.
just told them I'm a horse guy.
I just said I was a horse girl.
How will they know?
Okay.
Are you bringing yours?
It's possible.
If you aren't bringing yours and I'm the only one,
It's super acceptable for you to be the only one.
but I don't want to be the only one.
I'm not taking mine. But you won't be out of. It's fine.
We were all supposed.
If we can
Supposed.
if we can figure this out. With the hat, I'm going to have 6 pieces of luggage. Which means somebody's going to have to be carrying stuff
Okay,
for me.
he's flying out with us. So,
Oh, did you get him a flight?
not yet.
Okay.
I just learned that. But
I just
By the way,
Yes.
okay, this brings up another topic. I keep seeing in the comments people being like, "What does Abigail actually do?"
What do you do?
Do you want me to explain your job, or do you want to explain your job?
you go ahead.
Or are you curious? Are you curious what I'm going to say?
Abigail's like, what do you think I do?
Yeah.
So we'll just kind of go off of like what happened. So I was getting to the point where social media was growing to the point of past me handling it all. And there was things falling through the cracks, like things that I needed to be doing, paperwork things, and just keeping on top of my schedule. And so Abra, my brand manager, was like, because that's not her job, and she's got other things going on. She was like, I think it's time that you get a personal assistant. I think you need help. Not even just with all of the administrative stuff, but, you know, helping you get content and help, you know, and traveling and all that good stuff. And so a little over a year now, we hit our year mark in September. She put out an ad for herself needing a personal assistant, because that was a big problem. Was I was like, I don't know how to even put this out there, because if I put a status out on my story saying I need a personal assistant, I felt like it was going to be overwhelming. It was going to be very difficult to weed through people. And so I really didn't want someone that followed me either.
Yeah.
I really liked the way it happened, where you had no clue what my situation was. And so she did that. We had a few people we interviewed you.
I just thought of something funny.
Say it.
Like, I remember the little ad for it saying must be comfortable around animals, and I was like, oh my gosh, like that's really cool. I would love to work around animals. But I remember, like, when I just interviewed with Abra, I definitely talked myself up to being like more experienced with animals than I am. Like, I was like, yeah, like I did animal science for 1 semester. But I was like, we like all the time for class. We go to the horse science center and like do stuff with them, and like we went to the like dairy farm, like MTSU has all that stuff, and I went there once. I went to all of those places once. But I was like, yeah.
Was it like a touring kind of situation too?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I feel like this is the first time you've told me this.
It is. I haven't thought about it before.
Because I was like, oh yeah, you probably did this in horse science, because I thought you had done it for way longer. And you just keep me like, yeah.
I just have no experience.
But like even today, we were doing like teeth in the barn. You have absolutely taken to it like a duck to water. So anyway.
Continue.
You got the job. When we first started, we were like, oh, it's just part-time. Like, there's no way that I need a full-time help.
Yeah.
You know? And so you started coming for like 3 or 4 hours a day, and you still had another job. Mm-hmm. And then, how long did that last?
Probably a month.
Yeah. And then it was like, I mean, if you want to quit your other job, you could literally
I quit
just
right before we went to the Congress. Because I remember I was supposed to work at my other job, and I was like, I really want to go on this trip. And so I like... This makes me sound terrible, but I remember like I didn't have anyone to cover my shift. I was just like, yeah, I can't come into work. I'm sorry. And I went to Congress, and then I quit.
Oh no.
So, it worked out though.
Yeah.
So with that being said, your role has evolved, and I think it is continuing to evolve, because I've never had a personal assistant. I've never needed a personal assistant. I've never had enough things to do to need that. And so over the last year, or I probably did need one like a year ahead of when I actually got one. But we keep figuring out new roles as we go. Mm-hmm. So these days you handle lots of administrative stuff, getting all the foals registered, getting all of VS Code Red's paperwork in, handling emailing and correspondence, booking travel, like any type of stuff, like all of the P.O. box stuff you handle. You help me film at least 8 videos a day, sometimes more, before we go on trips. You go on trips with me, like as a travel companion and as helping keep track of things while I'm gone, and like my head space is in a different area. I mean, a huge thing is just having an extra set of hands a lot of times. So not even behind the camera, but like today, you were just jumping in, holding the horse when needed with the vet. I mean, a lot of the times I'm filming, but I just need someone like being with me and knowing the animals as well as I do, and being able to jump in when needed. So yes, you do administrative stuff. Yes, we travel. Yes, you do like kind of basic personal assistant things, but you also are just kind of like wherever you need to be, which you are very adaptable. Like you just kind of like, I think my favorite thing and like one of your best qualities as an employee, not as a person, is that if there's something to be done, you don't really wait on me to tell you to do it. You just see it and do it. Like one of the first things, and this wasn't even something that you were really hired to do, but I remember it was like one of the first weeks that you were working there, and I was like, that is awesome, is that I said, hey, I've got to run over to my mom's house. I'll be back in a second, but when I get back, we're going to do this. Well, I got hung up at my mom's house, and you just went ahead and did it. And you
I
were
don't
like,
even remember what it was, but
I think it was putting the rug down, and it was so
Oh,
hard,
yeah,
and you were
yeah,
like
yeah.
sweating
Yeah.
when you got back.
I was like, I just like, I need to do this. Like, imagine how cool it'll be if like I put this whole rug down.
It was a huge rug, and my living room is so narrow and small, and all the furniture fits in there. So she had to do it underneath all the furniture. It was so bad. But anyway, lots of it is. I mean, we have fun times. Like, there's lots of stuff that I feel like there's perks to working here. I feel like there's perks, but there's also some not fun stuff. Like, you have no life, just like I don't have a life during foaling season, and like you take it on the chin in certain.
Try.
I can't even speak.
I think this year, I'm more looking forward to it this year.
Are you?
I thought that I would be like dreading it after last year. Not because it was hard or like
It's just a lot.
I didn't like it, but it's mostly just that they have them in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
And it's very inconvenient.
It is.
For
It's always
everyone.
inconvenient.
For everyone except themselves. Even themselves it's inconvenient. But like that's the only thing. But I think this year with
the shop.
One, all of us being so much more comfortable around each other. But
We're already
also
comfortable. That's just you.
Well,
Yeah.
but-
You were the new girl.
You were the
okay.
new one.
whatever. But and with the shop though, I feel like it'll be fun because we'll just like hang out and
Yeah.
wait, and I'll probably sleep, and y'all will probably stay up.
Did you hear her yesterday say, she's like, because my shop, we like finished out a part of our shop for like this circumstance, for filming in it, for hosting people when they come in from out of town, that kind of thing. And we haven't furnished it yet. It's brand new. And so yesterday she's like, I really need you to get like a pull-out couch because like if I would go to sleep, like I still want to be out there. Like
I have FOMO.
I'm like, so you're telling me we're all going to be staying up hanging out and you want to just be sleeping in the middle of all of us?
Yes. Because if something funny happens, then I want to like hear and wake up and be like, what's going on? And then
I think I'm relating more to. Can we get two
two pull-out
two
beds.
pull-out couch bed things?
Yeah.
No. So it's like a little hangout area, and I plan on like cooking chili and having like a crock pot full of food, and usually we know within a night or two that it's happening. I mean, sometimes like Karen, but Karen's a mini. Like I feel like with my big horses, generally we get like white milk, and it's either that day or the next day, and we can kind of all hands on deck it.
Beans or no beans?
I don't
Beans.
actually eat the chili. I just make it for y'all. So if you want beans, you can have
Beans.
it.
No beans.
I don't understand just meat chili. I don't like it. I need something else in there.
Isn't it not chili if it has beans in it?
Well, I think originally chili was just meat, but then people adapted.
I like
We're
it.
better
I
now
like
than we
it
used
with
to be.
beans. Just nobody ever makes it with no beans anymore.
Because it's better.
Well, sometimes you just want the OG, the original, a taste of history.
Okay.
You can bring your own chili since you don't like potluck
I will.
food.
We'll do a little chili potluck, a chili cook-off.
But you only
Chili cook-off.
you only eat your own.
Like, wow, this is the best one.
Yeah, I do foresee some fun nights of playing the Lord of the Rings Monopoly, Catan. We are getting an Xbox. I've never played Xbox.
I'll bring Twister.
Twister.
I just feel like that would be really funny.
My knees ain't got Twister in them.
Can we get 2 Xboxes?
Can we get a Wii?
Okay, do y'all see how spoiled these people are?
Well, you have one Xbox and one TV, and you just share the screen. They cheat.
That's true.
You need 2 TVs back to back, so you can't see each other's screen.
2 TVs back to back. There's just a wall. TV. Matt, Nate.
Yes.
I'm not buying 2 Xboxes for y'all to just sit there on and playing.
Just
Video
just
games.
throwing it out there.
You did say a Wii, though. Because we
I
could play
would
Wii bowling.
so play a Wii.
I would play Wii.
I would play Wii all, but do they even make them anymore?
You'd have to get one off like Marketplace or something. I see people selling them all the time, but
Why'd they quit?
I don't know.
What if we got a VR headset?
Please.
the scary games we could play,
No.
Yes.
that would be so fun.
No.
Think of the videos though; it would be hilarious.
It would be great.
Well, that's how they get me. They get me to do stuff because like, think of the videos.
Think is yeah.
And I'm like,
And then we could do like a horse riding VR for you, where you're just
Nate, blur this out.
what would you want to play in VR?
I don't know. I don't even know what the options are. I wouldn't mind doing like, I mean, do they do like Call of Duty in VR?
I don't think so.
Or
there's
like-
That would
there's
be
shooter
scary.
games that you can play.
I'd be okay doing that. I know I can't get shot. Like, you know, like
Yeah, but I feel like it feels pretty real when you're in there. Like we were talking about.
yeah.
Was it us that was talking about it? How if you put like a wooden plank.
Yes. There's
And
there's a game where you get in the elevator, it takes you to the top of a building, and then you have to walk out on a skinny plank, and you can look down and you think you're going to fall. But if you actually put a 2x4 on the ground and walk on the two, there's no way you think it's not real. You're going to be panicked.
and
You might-
like the shop living room is like it's a really big room. I feel like that'd be a great place for
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
like a VR because there's so like you're not going to run into stuff constantly.
Yeah. I feel like we'll for sure all get like really good at ping pong. Nate already is.
Okay,
but
well,
you're really good too.
we're working on it.
We are.
Ping pong is we've talked about this a little bit already. It's definitely I feel like we're going to look back on the year 2024 of our Lord and refer to it as the ping pong year. Maybe 2025 as well. The ping pong years. For
It's
some
really
reason
only been the last half of this year,
Yeah.
I feel like.
because there's not a day we don't play it. Also, I have a new serve. I want to try it on you.
Is it legal? I'm going to be honest. I'm going to spill some little juice right here. I think something plaguing that ping pong table is illegal serves.
Illegal serves.
No one serves legally.
Do I serve legally?
No.
My little spinner thing
Wrong.
isn't legal?
Can't do it. That's illegal.
I didn't know there were rules.
Your serve's illegal. Ryland's serve is illegal. Jonathan's serve is illegal. None of those are. You can't serve
What's
like that.
legal?
You have to hold the ball flat in your palm. You have to throw it up. I think it's at least 8 inches, and you have to hit it on the way down. You
I don't
can't
even-
hit
I
it
don't
out
do
of
that.
your hand.
I usually drop it and then hit it.
Illegal.
Okay,
I don't
well, it's
call
my
it out
house,
because we're just
so-
over there having fun. But
It's my house, so it's legal. Legal.
barely.
Legal.
Legal.
It's legal.
I'll allow it.
House rules. I don't really plan on going anywhere and playing ping pong other than my house. You know?
Yeah.
But I got a new serve. It's for sure not legal.
It's probably decent, but it's pretty good.
She hit it back to me one time.
I'll have to see it.
I'm still not perfected. It's been like 3 days.
Well, I have one nasty serve, and it's still not perfected. I've been doing it for years.
I'm getting pretty good at my little undercutting one.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Sorry, we're talking about ping pong too much now.
It is the ping pong era.
Let me insert myself into this conversation. Nate, what's your favorite quality about us?
Oh yeah, these are questions also like from Facebook. So
As a duo or individually?
Individually.
My favorite quality would be
wow.
I like Katie, your grit and perseverance.
Grit and perseverance.
I think that's my favorite quality about you. And I think my favorite quality about you is your ability to really listen.
Did you say grit and perseverance because I was vomiting throughout our video session the other day?
That's not why I said it, but now that you say that, a good display.
Good example.
A good display.
Yeah.
And we finished.
Yeah. Like nothing happened. Just walked back in. All right, here we go. I'm telling you, I'd have been on the
Been a little
ground.
nauseous today.
Okay, your turn.
My favorite quality about Nate is that I don't know what to call this, but just like I immediately felt like we were friends and was like immediately comfortable. Because the first day that we met was at the cattle sale last year, and I remember I was like really awkward because
You didn't know
I didn't
anybody
know
at
what
that
to
point.
do, and we went through. I don't know why I remember this, but I remember like we went through the food line together, just chatting, just yeah, felt like we were already friends.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And then
Thanks.
you just want to continue?
I would say
It's okay. You don't have to be nice to me. It's fine.
it's going to be harder, not because there are less qualities that I like about you, but
She
because
likes
I
more.
feel like what?
I said she likes more about me than you.
I didn't say that.
She said she
I
didn't
didn't
say
say
that.
that. I
There's nothing.
it's not. I'm having to like choose because there are a few things that come to my mind.
Okay, well now I want to cry.
There were things about you too, but that was just immediate. Like
Right.
the first thing I
Real
thought
quick,
of.
while
I
you
am
think,
happy with
my
mine.
favorite physical quality about Nate is his laugh. It brings me joy.
It's a good
It's a
laugh,
good laugh.
Yeah, it's a contagious laugh.
It's it can often be rare. It takes a lot to pull it out. So if it's really there.
I feel like it happens
It
quite
happens
often.
pretty often around me, so I
Well, y'all are just really funny.
and it's not just like his normal giggle. It's his ha like
do
and
it.
You
Do
can
it.
No, he hears like you can hear it across a stadium. Like
Yeah.
and then a lot of the times because it's so unexpected and like loud, it spurs more laughter in a group and it just creates like it's a good time. It brings a good vibe.
For so long, I tried to squash it and never do it. Because I would lose my voice. If I had like a funny hour with a group of people, the next day I
funny
couldn't
hour.
talk because I just screamed for an hour. And so I would really try hard to not laugh like that. And because I have some friends who I laugh like that in public, they're like, oh. Like,
No.
It's
Some.
funny.
But I can't. I've tried to not do it.
You
I
can always
can't
laugh
not
like
do
that
it.
with us.
We laugh
I
on.
love a good laugh.
We laugh on.
I feel like you're a very like quiet laugher, but you do like I enjoy it whenever like I do get like a good laugh out of you because I'm like huh, I worked hard for that.
I can't just like give it out all the time. Like it has to be like you have to earn
Yeah,
it.
you gotta earn it.
Okay. I've been thinking.
Okay.
I think my favorite thing about you, I don't know if it would really be a quality, but it's just that like since we've met, I feel like you have kind of forced me to like not forced me, but like kind of forced me into being comfortable with you a little bit.
Uh-huh.
Not forcing, but I don't know how to put it. Like
To where people
you force me to talk, but I like that you do that because now I feel like anything that happens in my life, like you know about.
Mhm.
Like I don't think there's anything really going on that you don't know about.
Okay, at first though, you were sneaky. At first, you would tell me things, and I would always like there was little things that I'd be like, okay, put that right there, and then a week later, you'd be like, well, that wasn't actually a party. That was just me and that guy that I wasn't supposed to be seeing that I didn't want to tell you about. So
Well,
you were sneaky.
maybe because like at the beginning, I didn't want. You're distracting me. Every time I start trying to form a thought, I glance this way and I see Nate going. into the camera.
I was trying to put the pieces together.
I'm sorry, I can't speak.
It's okay.
You're making me feel self-conscious
That's not my
that my
intent.
sentences aren't making sense.
That's not my intent. You're just thinking as you were going. I was tracking.
Okay.
I still can't think of something I like about you, so just keep
Okay.
going.
Well, I don't even know what I was talking about now. So
You were talking about that I force you into being comfortable with me, but that's
I think maybe in the beginning I was like trying to be like not cool, but like not like overbearing. Like I didn't want to just tell you everything about my life because I didn't know if you actually cared.
my problem is that I get way too comfortable with people immediately.
Maybe that's kind of what I'm trying to put into words, I think.
I think ours are related. Let me try to say it this way. I think you used your grit and perseverance to create a comfortable atmosphere where you could be yourself.
Oh,
Okay.
interesting.
I feel like I've kind of said the same thing for both of y'all. Like just making me feel comfortable and like
Yeah.
coming out of my like shell and stuff.
Just really blossoming as a woman.
So after all this time, have you thought of something
No,
that you
'cause
like about
honestly-
me? No.
Quick no.
Well, kind of the same boat. Like, we're together every day. There's lots of things that I love about you. And I'm trying to think of, like, specific stuff because I don't feel like there's many people that I can hang out with as much as I hang out with you and enjoy it still. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you have a way of just being very easy to be around. And it's not that you're pliable. It's not that you just go along with it. It's not that you do that. You know, like, because I feel like those people that just say yes to everything, it's like an illusion that they're easy to be around, but really they're just going along with like whatever someone says. You don't do that. So it's not that you just agree. You just have this way of just like, I feel like you could fit in, like you don't think this, but you have a way of fitting in everywhere. And I think in your head, you don't. Like, I don't think you think that about yourself.
No.
But you do. Okay, let me just say, you came into this world like a little over a year ago. You had never been to a horse show. You had never been hunting or around farm people, around farm animals, around vets doing really like high-tech procedures. You had never helped birth a horse. You've met how many people over the course of 12, 13 months? And like, you very much take it in stride and you adapt very easily and well.
I think that since I started here, like seeing how quickly I can like kind of make friends with people, like Nate and Matt, and then like you
Rebecca
and me, and
and-
obviously
yeah.
Rebecca and her kids and Shayna.
yeah.
Like it's made me feel a lot more confident, I guess, in like talking to people and being like, okay, maybe I am likable.
You are.
And so I feel like I don't, not that I don't try as hard, but I don't like hold back as much, I guess, when I'm talking to people now. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's great. What an improvement to your life to not
It
have
really
the
is.
feeling
Like
of,
I go out in public and I like talk to people and I literally like telling me that I would just go up to a random person in like a drive-thru and be like, "I love your hair." I would never do that. I don't know
Do you
why.
do that now?
Yeah.
That's good.
I actually went to Starbucks this morning and there's this girl in the drive-thru that works at this specific location that I've met before. She came to a party at my house like last year and we hadn't seen each other. And I'm always like super self-conscious that people aren't going to remember me and I remember them. And I'd like pull up to the window and like as soon as I like pulled up, she was like, "Hey," as soon as I heard your name, I thought it was you. And I was like, "Oh my God, I'm going to text you so we can hang out." And
You
I was
made
like,
a
I would never
friend.
do that. I don't know.
that's
You're
fun.
a friend.
Yeah.
That's fun.
I made a friend.
I think sometimes it's to my detriment that I try to make friends. Like I'm so comfortable and such an open book to everyone. Sometimes I think it's a little overbearing, which you hear things you probably don't want to hear. Like, I'm thinking back to when I was in college, and, okay, so this is terrible. So, one of my best friends, Ashley, now, I didn't know before college. And I put on there that I wanted a random roommate because I didn't have anybody that I knew that was going to, because I went to Lipscomb. I'd gone to Lipscomb in, like, high school and stuff. And so a lot of Lipscomb people were going to college, but I didn't want to room with anybody that I knew. And so I applied for a random roommate, and you have to kind of do like a personality thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, are you clean?
Yeah.
Are you whatever? So I put on there that I was super organized, super clean, super like tidy.
Never stay up late.
Never stay up late, like all this stuff that's the opposite, because this is so terrible. I was 18, okay? Don't get mad at me. I wanted a roommate that would keep our room clean.
Well, it got Abigail a job, so.
No, this was back in college.
Yeah, no, I'm saying she lied on her thing and it worked.
Oh, yeah. Well, and so that first night, and Ashley was like super type A. Everything is very clean, organized, everything. And very good grades. She was in nursing school. And I like did not know what I was doing. And that first night, I remember, I'm not going to say what I said. I said something so like what you say to your best friend of 20 years about yourself. Like just so open about everything. And she was like, okay, all right, I guess that's just how it is.
Off camera, what was it?
I was like, good Lord. Okay, you cannot keep this in there.
Okay.
Like, is it something about pooping?
It's about pooping.
I knew it was going to be about pooping. What an icebreaker, though.
What an icebreaker. It was like the first night that we
start
together.
using that.
And so after that, like, we were best friends, and we did everything together. And so it works or it doesn't, I will say. I think people either like it or they don't about that, which is fine.
Yeah. I don't know how I would respond to that if someone I didn't know said that. I'd probably be like, oh, well, I'm glad they're that comfortable with me already.
I don't know. I wonder what a therapist would say about me doing that, because that wasn't how I was always. I feel like I put on that persona going into college. Like, I think I was always a little more self-conscious and stuff in middle school and high school. Mm-hmm. I was not that girl. I was like very quiet. Not at home, but like in school, like around other kids. So I'm wondering what a therapist would say, that like what coping mechanism that is. Like, maybe I give them a reason not to like me, and if they choose to like me still, then
you're
it's
just like, I'm going to say the most outlandish thing right now, and if they don't, I'm going to see how they respond to it. And then I'll know if they're my friend or not.
Right.
You know?
Right. Maybe that's what it is, but
yeah.
That's just, I don't remember exactly what our first like conversations were, you either, Nate, but I feel like you can attest. There's not like a warm up period.
No, our first day we talked about pooping.
Did we?
Yeah, because we went to get the goat, and the goat pooped on me in the car.
Okay, well that's a goat poop, not a human poop.
Well, but we were still talking about pooping.
That's not the same.
You said
the first day you came was not going to get the goat. It was, remember we did the video with Matt, and it was like what the YouTube channel is going to be. And so we were just going around the farm to different places and taking pictures, and
I do remember
we did like
that
drone
day.
footage, and yeah.
You were wearing a green shirt.
I was. Bella was on a leash.
Yeah. I do remember.
Yep.
And there was no poop talk.
No poop
Not
talk.
that day.
You were a little quiet that first day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. I'm not going to say what our conversations were on the way to Congress last year, but it was definitely, I don't know, it kind of let me know that you were more comfortable with me than I thought. Which isn't a bad thing. Like, I was glad, but.
Well, I think, because that was like a 7-hour drive together. And so
Yeah.
I remember talking about ex-boyfriends.
I got a complete like love life history
Rundown.
with some extras added in.
And you're just sitting there like, okay.
Like, I don't know what to say back to this that's of like the same caliber. Like, I want to match the energy, but I don't have anything.
Well, anyway.
That's funny.
Last question. What is everyone's favorite Thanksgiving dish?
Honey baked ham. But not just the ham. This is why I get two. So I have my own whenever I buy my own honey baked ham. I like to stand there like a caveman and take off the pieces and dip it in the juice. It's so good.
Sounds good.
It's so good.
I'll have to try.
It's so good. I'll get us one. I'll get us a foaling season honey baked ham.
Nice.
To eat off
Do
of.
we all get our own?
Those things are like $100. No.
Are you serious?
A 12-pounder
Yes.
each.
Those things are so expensive. You don't even understand.
I thought maybe $14.99 at Kroger.
Oh, okay. Well, if we're...
Wait, you're talking about a giant
We're talking
thing,
about
huh?
the Honey Baked
No.
Ham Co.
Honey Baked Ham Co. from Honey Baked Ham Co. Like the 12-pound on the bone ham.
I've never even heard of this.
Okay, so what's your favorite Thanksgiving
Anyway.
dish?
It would have to, in fact, be a sweet potato casserole with the marshmallows, little charred on top. Just give me a scoop.
I'll make you one.
Sounds disgusting.
You don't like sweet potatoes?
I
No.
don't either, but I'll make you
Sweet
one.
potato fries?
No.
No, absolutely not. But I'll make you one.
I'll eat it.
I'm a sweet potato hater.
Why?
I don't like it. That's why.
Have you
It's
tried it?
nasty. I don't like the... I don't like how the texture is like a potato, because it is a potato,
Mhm.
but it just... It
Doesn't
doesn't
taste like a
seem like it
potato.
should be something that came out of the ground, like a vegetable. I don't know. It doesn't seem like a vegetable to me. And I just don't like it. Especially with the marshmallows and everything.
More for
It's
me.
like you put
Cross-eyed.
marshmallows on a potato.
Yes.
Just don't sound right.
Yes.
All right, what's yours?
Big roll person. It's not really a dish, but I
Is
love
that
rolls.
like just Thanksgiving? I feel like that's just
I don't
anytime.
eat rolls that
I've
often.
got rolls at my house like every day.
I like mac and cheese,
Yeah,
but
but
like
when
a
you-
good one.
When you set it on the little table runner,
Like some ham and a
those are
roll.
Thanksgiving rolls.
That's
So
like
good.
that's my favorite.
Yeah.
None of us said turkey, but I think turkey's just there to like it's an obligation.
I like turkey, but
ham is superior.
Yeah.
I think the turkey's there out of obligation, honestly. But
Yeah.
I think people are tired of turkey, but they're just like, gotta
It's
do it. It's
I
Thanksgiving.
think I like it as
Thanksgiving.
lunch meat more.
yeah,
You
Like
do?
a little
I do get turkey
sandwich.
sometimes for the sandwiches.
Yeah.
I like it like thin instead of like big chunks. It is so easy to have a dry turkey.
It's
versus-
so easy.
So easy to have a dry turkey. Anyway, we're getting off the rails again. This was almost an hour long. Anyway, I feel like these segments keep turning into us just yapping, without really any direction. So we would love some topics. You can get deep with it if you want to.
Not even just a topic, like an activity
Activities.
or something like that. I don't know. Or like we react to something.
Activities to do together while we chat about a certain topic. I've already put on there that we are going to have guests. That's more likely going to start around the new year.
Yeah.
We might have one or two people come on before then that are like local, but as far as inviting people out, that's probably going to start in the new year. So anyway, hope y'all enjoyed the yapping. I don't think there was much of substance today, but let me know what you think. If you have any topics for future, any activities, and we'll see you in the next one.